everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Are we here? Are we there? Sorry, looking around here.
I think so.
Are we on? There we go.
Is anyone there?
Faffing around with buttons. Yeah, I think we're on. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Good evening, Mrs. Sim Gamer. How are you, mate?
Good evening, FARMERSIM. I'm very good, thank you, my friend. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you, mate. I'm all right now. Now I'm finally, well, I've literally not moved from this chair since 5:45 this morning. But yes, I'm all right. Good evening, everyone. Mojo, yeah. Jojo, James Hudson, Red Bull Farmer, John Giblin. Good evening, Violet. Pixie, how you doing, mate? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're all well. Enjoying your weekend so far.
And John, Peter, Luna Bear, Peter Cartman, Mojo.
Evening
lovely to have you here.
Yes.
Peter, good boy. Custard donuts. Yes.
Custard donuts. Yes. Oh.
Yes.
Starts off
every week. Custard donuts and a brandy. He brings it.
Custard donuts and a brandy?
Yeah.
Does that go?
Clearly it does, because Peter rocks it every week.
Custard donuts and brandy. That's legendary
Special.
level, that is, yeah.
Legendary level.
Brilliant.
I suppose you've got your council pop. What is everyone else drinking?
Yeah. yeah.
Me, tonight, I'm on Southern Comfort and Lemonade. That's my drink of choice for today.
Nice. Southern Comfort and Lemonade. I've not even seen a bottle of Southern Comfort for decades. Goodness me.
Because I quite like whiskey, but sometimes I don't really want full-blown whiskey.
Yeah.
So that's like, this is my dulled down, still get my whiskey vibe on, but can drink it rather than, you know.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Hey, good to have you.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, man. Violet's got a Dr. Pepper in her hand. Nice. Yeah, we like Dr. Pepper's good. I've not had one of those for a long time, but it's tasty stuff. Nice.
It is tasty stuff. Tasty stuff indeed.
Well,
you, my friend, have made all the plans for tonight, so I'm going to let you introduce what we're doing to everybody, because I'm just going to sit back and follow orders today.
Well, it's not okay. I've just been. We fast forwarded time, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the month of July. Just for the purposes of having a bit of variation in our streams, the last couple, I think we've done a lot of baling contracts and stuff. And contract-wise, there wasn't a huge amount going down on the map unless you wanted to do grass silage bales or hay bales. So we fast-forwarded time, and all of our fields are now ready to go, ready to harvest, apart from the potatoes. So we have the lovely new, but the same as before, shiny Class Dominator mod updated by Mark Thor on the farm, and yeah, with its couple of modifications, it now supports the real dashboard mod. So if we jump inside here, you'll see on the right hand side we've got this little digital screen there that gives you a real-time rundown of the contents of your hopper, litre wise and stuff. So that's way cool, and it now has a capacity of 20,000 litres, so it's a mighty thing. So that's awesome. Yeah, so we're going to get harvesting. We've got multiple harvests to do. We've got some wheat, we've got some, I think it's rye or barley. It's almost the same colour on the map. We've got some linseed, we've got some oats. Whether we get through all that tonight, I don't know. If we don't, then that will that content will leak into next week's perhaps. But we'll see. We'll see how we go, won't we, mate?
Absolutely see. I think you suggested start at field 7 and work our way down, so 754, and see where the night takes us. Let's go a bit crazy.
Well, what do you want to do first, mate? Do you want to run harvester, or would you like to run grain cart?
I'll run grain cart. I'll go get in the class and hook her up, and I'll let you do the first honours.
No worries. Well, do you want to grab the header first and in the tractor?
Absolutely,
and I'll take the harvester over there. Quick check on the chat there. Owen Reed's drinking Jack Daniels and Coke.
Good lad.
I have destroyed many an evening on Jack Daniels and Coke. Do you know what, actually? I have got a cabinet downstairs that is quite literally rammed with Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey, Jack Daniels Gentleman's Jack Scotch Whiskey, and it's ridiculous how much JD I've got downstairs. It really is.
This is why you should never tell people if you like a particular drink, because you'll get it as a gift for years.
I know, even though I've said, I don't really drink anymore, guys. It's like, it's just an easy Christmas present, isn't it?
It is.
Chris B, good evening, mate. How you doing? You're a legend for helping me earlier on in the comments regarding you know how we have a watermark, Mrs. SG, on our videos. You know, like when you can put a watermark on your video. Well, yeah, between myself and Chris through the comments, mainly because Chris told me. But in a couple of my videos, I would say, you know, in the numerical display in the bottom right-hand corner, like when you go to a silo or something, well, I keep apologising in my videos, saying, oh, I'm sorry if you can't see the numbers because my watermark's over it. And Chris said, you haven't got a watermark, I can't see it. And it was like, oh, I have. I really have. But apparently it's not. It doesn't appear on there if you're watching through a TV on a FreeSat dish or something like that. Yeah. If you want, mate, do you want to instead of coming over the bridge, if you like, you can. Oh, there you go.
I'm good.
Do you want to hang a right here? I'll move back a bit, and then you can.
Annoyingly, the header's on the wrong way round.
Suppose
to let me come in to the grass field.
No worries, mate. I didn't think about that. Sorry.
Just back her up.
But anyway, yeah. Thank you, Chris, for putting my mind to rest. Because as soon as you said my watermark wasn't there, I was like, why? Why? It should be. I spent ages making that watermark thing and putting it there and blah blah blah. blah but no, it's fine. It is there. Thank you very much, Mrs. SG. Perfect header delivery there. There we are.
My pleasure.
Wunderbar.
Let me move out of your way so you've got a little bit of space.
No problems,
and
mate.
I will come back with a grain cart.
Lovely. Right, where are we going?
I won't put this back fully. I will. I'll put this.
Just up it there if you want.
I suppose that might be a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Then we can.
So I think I can actually get over the bridge with this header.
Yeah, I'm going to take it over the bridge at least.
No worries, mate, no worries.
Let me take it back with me.
Evening, Andreas. How you doing, mate?
Andreas, hi.
Violet Pixie says her favourite alcoholic drink is Miami Vic. Oh, you're going to have to elaborate on that, mate. What's a Miami Vic? Andreas...
Is that a cocktail?
Is it a cocktail? Andreas's favourite is a Highland Park. Evening, Massey, mate. How you doing? So both of you are going to have to elaborate on what a Miami Vic is and what a Highland Park is. Pray tell. I've no idea. Do you have any idea, Mrs. SG?
No. Not. Unfortunately, I am completely bemused by both of those.
Yep.
I'm guessing the Miami one is a cocktail.
I can only assume so. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell us that one. John Giblin, we are both very well, thank you, mate. Thank you for asking. Forgive me, I didn't mean to miss your comment there. There we go. We're harvesting, mate. Finally.
We're in year 2.
We are? Oh, we are. There we are. Goodness me.
Year 2.
Yeah, we're good, thank you, Massey.
Right.
Excited to be back on here again. Another week, some more work, another chat. Another wonderful Saturday evening spent with you guys down on the farm. Awesome stuff. I'm going to apologise ahead of time if I end up having to take these headphones off and throw them through the window. They're knackered. Oh, here we go. Pina colada and rum mixed drink. That's what a Maya...
No way.
Yeah.
I love a pina.
There you go. Pina colada and rum.
Put in dark or white rum. Because doesn't pina colada already have white rum in?
I have no idea, mate. I'm afraid I'm not much
rum
of a drinks con. Oh, I've got a bottle of rum as well downstairs. Some posh thing.
Rum.
I think it's called Monkey Nuts or something like that.
Monkey Nuts.
It's
You just made that up.
Well, it's got the name Monkey in it.
There's a gin called Monkey 47. Not that I'm much of a gin connoisseur.
Well, I do like a G&T.
Yeah, my sister does.
Does she?
She likes a G&T, but
are you a ginner?
she's actually she's teetotal, but for no other reason than just wants to be. It wasn't a choice because she drank too much or anything. It was a don't really need alcohol in my life type situation.
Oh.
So
good on you. Good on you. I must admit, I wouldn't say I'm teetotal. I just very, very, very rarely drink. Just because A, I can't manage hangovers anymore, and B, I spend too much time sitting at the computer making content for YouTube. So yeah, I just can't afford to be drunk anymore. Do you know what? Actually, sorry, forgive me. I've just been. I just jumped in cab to check on our new screen, and it doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah. Even though this mod, the updated Harvester mod, wouldn't work without the Real Dashboard Live mod, because it's termed as what's called a dependency. So we had to have the Real Dashboard Live mod. I'm in cab now, and the real-time hopper counter, if you want to call it that, is still sat at 0. So that's a bit annoying.
That is annoying.
Yeah. Fortunately, it still works with the heads-up display anyway, so I know that I'm 27% of the way into our hopper. Evening, Doug. Mr. Barber. Hello, mate. One of my latest subscribers. Nice to see you on, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to see you, Doug.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Such really kind words, mate. Thank you.
Shout out to Owen. Just subbed. Thank you so much.
Good man.
Good to have you on my channel.
Good man.
Go and give FARMERSIM a sub as well. His content is just awesome. And he's an alright guy as well.
Yeah. Yeah. In small doses. Yeah.
In small doses.
After about half an hour, I'm bloody sick of him.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, who's this dude?
Beat Mr. Garnus. Hangover kills me now. Yeah, do you know what, mate? I'm the same. I used to be, obviously back in the heyday of the late teens, early 20s, drinking was like more of a hobby than anything else. It was every day, every night. You know, you develop a hardness to it, don't you? And you can go out boozing all night, whereas now, no, I'm a goner after a couple of pints. Proper lightweight.
Yeah, see, I drink because I like the taste of it. I've never been sick because of alcohol.
You've never been sick because of alcohol?
Nope.
Oh, mate.
What's the point?
I've lost about, I don't know, lying in a drunken stupor in a pool of my own vomit after a ridiculous night out. I've, yeah, many times.
Oh, no, I can't do it. Well, as from a very young age, I had a real fear of being sick.
Oh, really?
Pretty much. Oh, yeah. I think I know why, but it's like a really deep and horrible conversation for a Saturday night.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll tell you that offline.
No worries. Needless to say, you don't like being sick. That's all that matters.
So, yeah, and I know exactly what triggered it, and you know, I definitely don't need a therapist to work that one out. And so as I went into my drinking years, I was 9 when that fear started. So as I got older,
I thought you were just about to say that when you were 9, as you were getting into your drinking years, I was like, whoa, no wonder you've got a fear. You've been fed whiskey from an early age.
Yeah. I drink to get tipsy, and then I know exactly when to stop. But like Luna Bear, Mrs. SG, never seen you drunk. Well, I didn't say I don't get drunk. I definitely get tipsy to the point of I know when to stop. Now, I have been known to dance around on a catamaran in the middle of the
dance around
Caribbean.
On a catamaran?
Yeah, and drink lots of rum punch.
All right, now, Mrs. Monaco. Yachting, darling.
Yachting, darling. You know, on the yacht.
Oh dear. Yeah, you should have seen. I think I might have told you this. I can't remember actually, but obviously when the world went a bit topsy turvy at the beginning of COVID and lockdown and all that, when we were all still sat around the news watching Boris Babylon and all that kind of stuff.
Boris Babble, as we call it.
Yeah. One of the first nights when me and the little lad were joking about the fact that because we'd been watching The Walking Dead, you know, that TV show. So it was like, right, it's going full Walking Dead. We're going to like armor plate the cars and armor plate the house, and everyone's going to get, you know, like for a bit of a laugh. But I drank an entire bottle of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey to myself in the space of about 3.5 hours.
No. Not good life choices, my friend.
Oh, mate, I was screaming for Ralph down the porcelain phone for many hours that night. The little lad was like, "What's wrong with Steve?" And yeah, because I was just, yeah.
I tell you what, I can imagine that's being worse coming up than going down.
Well,
that burns going down as it is.
Needless to say, I just don't know when to stop. That's probably one of the reasons why I don't really drink very much, even at the tender
My husband has the same problem.
Does he? It's a man thing.
When he drinks, he likes, and then he'll just have another and another and another.
Yeah, it goes down too well. That's half the problem.
Yeah.
If you get.
Whereas I don't have that problem, and I've got a drink in my hand drinking right now, which seems like a. It seems stupid to say it, but yeah. No, I just I like the taste.
Well. If you like it, you like it, mate. That's all that matters. We've all got our things, don't we? We certainly do.
Silly drunk is exactly it. Mrs. SG can knock it back, and it's hilarious. Yeah, I have quite a good tolerance as well, which is always fun. Especially when you know when to stop and other people don't.
Well, that's it. I suppose the more you drink, you build up that tolerance, don't you? You get used to it. It's.
Oh, I'm no alcoholic. Don't you worry. You're not losing me to alcohol, my friend.
Red Bull Farmer says, have you ever really lived if you've had a great night of drink and you don't end up hugging the toilet? No, mate, you're absolutely right.
Literally, I haven't. Then I've never had a good night.
Well, I even did. I remember on my 18th birthday, we went out and obviously on your 18th, all your mates buy you drinks, and I got absolutely boggled. And I came home at like 4 o'clock in the morning, like steaming.
Rite of passage.
I opened the front door, staggered through, and there's my mum stood there in the dressing gown, and I was just like, and
I bet she had a bucket on.
No, she just looked at me as if to say, "Oh, it's ghastly." And there was
she's a nurse, so you locked out there.
Well, she, there was no sympathy there. Let's just say that.
I have no sympathy for pounding the porcelain after a night out. That's
self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted pounding of porcelain that's your own.
What do you call it? Pounding the porcelain.
Pounding the porcelain, yeah.
That's pretty good. Spent the night pounding the porcelain. I like that. I'm having that one.
You can have it, I promise. That might be my husband coming to tell me not to tell stories about him.
Yeah. Don't say this.
Or he's feeding me more alcohol. It could be one of the two.
I'm going to go with the second, actually. Andreas, you say, you've never had a hangover. First thing I always did so soon after I wake up, be out drinking 20 beers, drink half a litre of cola the next morning, and you didn't have a hangover. Goodness me.
Wow, that is amazing.
Mate. Violet's asking,
Legend.
Here you go, here's one for you, Mrs. SG. Have you ever heard of a drink called a dirty monkey?
No, never.
Go on, Violet, tell us what's in a dirty monkey. I'm assuming it's not some kind of zoo animal that's not had a wash. Well, that was quick, mate. That's what she said.
Yeah, that was... That's what she said.
We're... the entire field, all 17,317 litres of it, is now going into the trailer. So
nice. What was it, by the way?
I'm sorry, mate?
What was in this field?
Wheat.
Was this rye? Oh, this was wheat.
This was wheat, yeah. So let's turn that bit off. So I'll...
Should I put it all in the silo?
I'll do that, mate. You crack on with it. You crack on doing this, and I will. If I turn that off, oh no, I can't, can I? No, you can't turn the harvester off and empty at the same time, unfortunately.
Luna Bear, dirty monkey sounds like the start of a joke. It really does. Now, baby Guinness, Owen, that is one I can get on board with.
What's a baby Guinness?
I've had a lot of baby Guinnesses.
What's a baby Guinness?
So, Bailey's goes on top.
I like
to
a
make
Bailey's.
It look like the froth.
Okay.
And oh my god, what's the middle part?
Don't know.
Gosh, whilst Owen tells us what the middle bit is, I'll tell you what a buttery nipple is.
Beg your pardon, squeeze me, baking powder? A buttery nipple?
A buttery nipple is butterscotch liqueur.
Ooh,
in a shot glass, and then you just tip Bailey's on top.
Right.
Stunning. But
Ooh.
now my brain has just gone completely stupid on Baby Guinness. What goes inside? I can't remember.
Oh, hello. Check this out, Mrs. SG. Red Bull Farmers he's got one that can entirely beat what I did on my 18th birthday. He says, I can beat that. On my 30th, I went out in Dublin with my mates, and 2 days later came into New York, continued drinking, and then we all ended up in Los Angeles. What? That's a pub crawl. That is the most monumental international pub crawl I've ever heard of, mate. What a legend.
My God, you legend!
Yeah. What would be even better, what would top this, mate, is if you'd said, I didn't even, you know, if you said, I don't know how we got to America. We were out in Dublin. I woke up the next morning or something in New York.
In New York.
Yeah, after having got through customs with no memory.
It's just brilliant.
That's a perfect 30th. That. Oh right, Violet's got the ingredients of a dirty monkey. It's banana...
I need to start taking notes.
Yeah. Banana, chocolate liqueur and rum slushed up like a pina colada with ice.
Oh, now you're talking.
Goodness me. I must admit, I'm getting a thirst on right now.
In a bit. Baby Guinness is Kalu and Baby Guinness. Is Kalu coffee liqueur?
Is what?
What liqueur is that though? Baby Guinness. It's a particular liqueur. That's a brand of a liqueur, I think.
Red Bull Farmer saying it was definitely one to remember if he could remember it. I'm just glad.
Oh my God, that's.
Oh, was that in the very early days of a camera phone? So somewhere you've got a photograph made up of 17 pixels, or many photographs made up of 17 pixels of your memories of your 30th birthday. Is that what you've got? Yeah. A Nokia 30 or 4810 or 5810 or whatever they were called, like tiny little things with a 1 megapixel camera or something like that. Those were days.
Those were days. And Stephen said half a pint of... Is that 1080 cider bubble? Double Pernod, double Southern Comfort and rum in a pint glass in 10 grat on the 18th birthday. That sounds violent.
Yummy.
That sounds violent. Now, Luna Bear's just sent me a voice note.
How's the weather in Europe?
It's Kahlua.
Yeah, Owen's just said Kahlua is a brand of coffee, apparently.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, coffee. So, that makes sense then.
The weather in Europe at the minute, Violet, is it's a bit cold here anyway at the minute. Definitely a bit chilly.
Sunny though. Sunny down south today, my friend.
South. It's because you're that tiny bit closer to the equator. That's why, mate.
Sun shines on us down here, my friend. Don't diss.
-3 in Sweden and snow for Andreas. Red Bull's saying we still can't work out how we ended up in America. We can't remember getting a flight or going through US customs. Oh, so you literally you've bettered yourself on my suggestion. You can't remember how you got to America. You just woke up in America.
Well, they do call it the red eye. They do call it the red eye, that flight. But I think you guys had a red eye for a different reason.
Yeah. It's a night to remember, but I can't remember it. I managed to jet halfway up. I managed to catapult myself and my friends halfway around the globe and not have a clue how we did it.
You absolute legend. I'm sorry. That has got to be the best story.
Legendary status achieved right there. Brilliant.
Peter, I remember the Nokia 3310 and yeah. I mean, that was one of my first phones. I think it was my first phone actually. Nokia
first phones? Yeah. I had, do you know what my first phone was? And I wish I still had it. A Motorola StarTAC, which was a flip. It was a flip-up one. It was one that you flipped open, but it had a little pull-up aerial as well. And they're so cool. And they're worth silly money now.
I bet they are.
I know.
I loved my old flip phones. I had a Samsung flip phone, and it was the one where It had like the little oval on the front.
Yeah.
And it had like a little smiley face almost. And whenever you got a text or a phone call, the little light flashed.
Nice.
I can't remember which one it was, but the Nokia 3310 was my first phone.
Yeah.
Sure. Case. I had a red case.
I went through a phase a couple of years ago of wanting to go back and try and have just a normal phone, because I do have a bit of a pet peevey hatred of these smartphones. I kind of have to have it now because of YouTube and getting, I appreciate how helpful they are and how cool they are, but just the concept of having a phone that does nothing but be a phone, as someone of my age, it's like, yeah, I'd love that, just a phone, nothing else. I can't get distracted. I can't sit there and go on the internet and suddenly turn up and buy myself a new set of alloy wheels when I'm sat on the sofa watching a TV program. It's like, no, just a phone.
Just a phone.
But you can't do it. Nice. They run on the GSM network and it doesn't exist anymore, so you can't actually use them, even if you put a SIM card in. It's like, damn it.
There is definitely a business model there, like retro phones for.
Oh, there is.
Not yet retro people.
Well, they've been fetching silly money on eBay for years. All the old phones, admittedly some of them are more retro than others, but they're silly money in some cases, just because of the retro value. Red Bull's story carries on here, mate, especially when there was a group of 40 people with no bags, no luggage, just passports in hand and money. I'm just glad I had friends out in the States who put us up by the time we got to LA.
Oh my God.
The group grew to 60 people trying to get that amount of people into a club. Jesus, mate, that's that's mad. Absolutely.
Okay, so you have a lot of friends. You might be the most popular person in the chat right now.
Yeah. Doug says, I'm in Utah in the US. We have had a week of snow and single-digit temperatures. Baby calves started to hit the ground 5 days. Oh, really? Now dealing with frozen ears and tails on the newborns. Goodness me, man.
Oh, no. Little bubbers.
Yeah, they need warming up, don't they? Goodness me. Yeah, single digits cold is horrible stuff. I don't do the cold. I was summer born myself, so I hate the cold.
I have a feeling the day after I was born, there was snow, and I was born on March 31st.
Oh, there you go. So a bit of a late winter. Did you bring a late winter, did you?
Yeah. As soon as I was born, there was a shiver down the world's spine.
Merchants of Karma, good evening, mate. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate your time, mate.
Welcome.
Stephen Armour, hello, mate. Half a pint of 1088 cider, double Pernod, double Southern Comfort, and a rum in a pint glass, down in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's the one I tried to read out earlier, and I almost puked my mouth.
Oh, forget. Right. Okay. But the main point of that big sentence is you downed it in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't read that bit.
And then swiftly followed in suit in person, downing in 10 seconds. Goodness me.
Now, surely you must have been ill.
Well.
Surely. I don't think there's a way to get around that one.
Violet says, I have a Samsung A03 Galaxy. It was $100. Is that a that's a modern smartphone, isn't it? An A03 Galaxy thing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm.
Is it though? Because only $100. That wouldn't be that modern. That sounds second hand. Must be a bit. That's true. Second hand, brand new.
I've got second hand, brand new. Hey up, George.
George.
Yeah. Well, I've got an iPhone 7 Plus. That must be worth about £4.50. So, yeah, it's a complete nightmare.
Oh, I love my iPhone.
Doug's just saying a lot of sleepless nights doing herd patrol. My wife wanted to kill me when I came home with a newborn in the front seat of her car last night. Her new car.
Her new car. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have almost lost my beat.
A car can be cleaned though, can't it, Mrs. SG?
Yeah, a life can't be saved unless you're there to rescue it.
I was poking fun at the fact that you don't clean your car, that's all.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I don't clean my car.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I can't remember the last time I cleaned my car. If at all.
The story carries on. Red Bull says it was a fun flight back from LA to Dublin. When we arrived back at passport control, we were asked did we have a good time and could we pay our bar tab in the airport. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's a 30th birthday. That is a 30th birthday. And tipped well to the point the manager always looks after us when we travel out. That's a good idea. It's a good point, actually, isn't it?
When you're in America, if you tip well, or they will look after you because that's their money, that's their livelihood.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, yeah. The tipping system works entirely differently over there, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're very much reliant on tips.
Oh, mate, you're right behind me. Nice work. Teamwork, mate. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Makes the dream work.
Oh, we've got another cocktail ingredient here, Mrs. SG, from Owen Reed. A farmer's cocktail. 3 1-inch thick cubes of watermelon, 3/4 ounces of simple syrup, 2 ounces of Vive spirit, 1/4 ounce of Aperol. That sounds like a chemical. 1 ounce of
Aperol spritz. It's orange drink.
Sorry, mate. Aperol's what?
Aperol spritz. It's drunk in Italy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you're way more travelled than I am.
Yeah, I can teach you that recipe.
An ounce of tomato juice, freshly pressed. An ounce of tomato juice, freshly pressed 3/4 ounce lime juice, freshly squeezed. Wow.
That's a lot of ingredients.
That's a drink, that is, isn't it? If there ever was one.
That was more like something you would mix up in a witch's cauldron, that does.
Yeah. Eye of newt, wing of bat, and 3/4 ounces of simple syrup.
I would love to know how it got the name Farmer's Cocktail.
Yeah. Good point.
Peter says, I remember going to a nightclub for the first time. I had a triple... Is that Perno? And black knit bag. Couldn't feel my face. Oh,
couldn't
necked
feel
it back.
my face.
Couldn't feel my face and I was 17.
The sign of a good night when your face goes numb.
Sure. Tequila does that to me. Tequila makes my face and lips go numb.
It's
my downfall.
The one thing that I've finished myself off on millions of times in the pub is that Jaeger bombs. Oh yeah. My god, that's game over.
That's the downfall of any human being.
Oh mate, it is. We used to, you'd finish the night and just bang like 20 Jaeger bombs down, and before you know it, you're hanging out of your head, honestly.
See, I just wouldn't do it. I just don't. For one, I wouldn't drink Jaeger bombs because it just doesn't taste nice.
Well, yeah, it doesn't, does it? Aniseed.
Yeah, I hate aniseed. It's not my
your thing.
So.
Well.
But yeah.
Each to their own, mate. Each to their own.
But I do like. You know, it's the. I admire people like my sister, for example, who people would think she's drunk because she's such a good time.
She's stone cold sober.
She's so stone cold sober and it's like the life of the party. Nice. Whereas me, I need a couple to be a life of any party.
Yeah.
So, no, I admire the non-drinkers.
Yeah, I must admit that.
And also, she's got to look after organs just in case I need an organ transplant. That's why I say to her, you're my living organ donor.
You're my backup.
You're my backup plan.
Yeah.
Stephen Peter, don't worry about your spelling. It's my reading. My reading. I need sugar glasses. I swear.
Sure, it's not one too many Southern Comforts.
No, this is only my second.
Oh, okay.
I didn't drink before coming on. I was drinking when me and you were setting up, but that was it.
Oh, okay. I'll let you off.
I haven't really touched much alcohol all week actually. But anyway, let's talk something different apart from our alcohol consumptions.
Well, I was just reading Red Bull's latest comment. He says he thinks one of their bar tabs in New York came to just short of $1,500 with a $300 tip. Just saying, all the new cards got maxed out while we were away. Goodness me.
Ooh-wee.
That's an expensive birthday. Fun,
That is.
but expensive.
Well, at least it's a story to tell.
Oh, absolutely, definitely.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff.
So, let's do it. Ask the creators. I've seen people do this before. What questions, guys, would you like me and FARMERSIM to answer? Is there anything you've ever want to know about us?
Okay. There's one there, I suppose.
And yes, Stephen, I probably have got double vision, yes.
Hey, it's SG. Llama.
Go on.
Wednesday.
Llama. Wednesday.
There we
Me
go.
and you meeting for the first time.
Absolutely, yeah. We're all...
I know you can't contain yourself, can you?
Well, it's going to be awesome, mate. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be so cool. All of us
Yeah.
YouTubery type people, or a lot of us anyway, YouTubery type people.
Yes, you're going to have to hold me back, actually. I'm going to fangirl over quite a few of those people.
Yeah,
And you, of course. I'll be fangirling over you.
There's nothing to fangirl over here, mate. MK Gaming, good evening, mate. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're okay. Having a nice Saturday evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Scroff's going, isn't he? You're going to be fanning over. Can we get a picture with Scroff?
Yeah.
Mojo's asking.
I love Scroft. I think he just seems genuinely lovely in all of his content, and I love that his fiance is Beanie. I just love it. I love his storytelling. It's just brilliant, and I think he's brought a lot to the game itself. Yes, I will be fangirling and getting a picture. Yes.
Yeah, well, I've got my GoPro all charged up and everything. Got to dig out a backpack, so I'm going to take my other big camera as well. And the purposes of my day is going to be meeting so many wonderful people, you and hopefully lots of others, and FSG's going.
FSG.
Farmer Cop, DJ Goham, Mr. Seeley P, Cartech, Scroft.
FARMERSIM Snowy, I think it's going to be there. I think I saw him on the
Leroy's going.
on the list.
Looking forward to bumping into Leroy. I'm trying to think who else. I'm sure there is others. There is many others. I just can't think.
Apparently Lancey Boy's going.
Lancey Boy.
Awesome.
That's correct, yes.
That's what Stephen just said.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. He posted on his Facebook the other day that he's going, so it'd be great to bump into him. That'd be so cool. Yeah, really excited about it. It'll be up bright and early.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yes, it really is. It really is.
And I won't be drinking because I'm driving, so you'll get sober me.
Yeah.
That was why I wanted Lou to come.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Give me some Dutch courage. Violet, I think this is our first Ask Us question. Does anyone watch anime?
Nope.
And
no, don't.
No, I actually don't watch anime. Ironically, I think I'd quite enjoy it though. What anime do you watch?
I've never ever seen anime before in my life, I don't think. I'm afraid.
No.
Hey, we're making
Owen's
good time
got
here.
another drink for us here.
Oh, has he?
Owen, I'm starting to see that you're a fan of the old sauce as well.
Or are you a barman?
Drink. Sorry?
I was just asking if Owen was a barman, because he's got
a barman.
Well, I'm thinking he could be, because he's got all the he's got literally the measurements down to a T here. What we've got: 20 ml of blue Caraco, 5 ml of Cointreau L'Unique, 50 ml of the Botanist, and the Botanist gin, and 5 ml of vodka.
Oh, that's lethal.
That sounds like I could pour it into my petrol tank and get myself to Lammer on Wednesday. Goodness me.
That sounds lethal.
Yeah.
I bet if you put a flame to that, it would...
Ooh, now then. Red Bull's just asked a question there. Just caught that at the bottom of the chat there. What would you both like to see come to the new Farm Sim game? Well now. You go first, mate. What would you like to see in Farm Sim 25 in the next couple of years when it comes out?
So I would actually like to see more development for console players. Being a console player, I would like to see more available to console players, and especially around the animals.
Yeah.
Animal life mods and more realistic mods when it comes to the animals.
Yeah.
I think without it having to be a mod, it's really needed.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, buddy. You should have shouted at me. I would have come and emptied you.
No, don't worry. You crack on, mate. You're doing very well.
I'm up to date, you see.
Oh, are you already there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm here now. It's all right.
You jump out of that, and I'll get it out of the way.
Okie dokie.
But apart from that, what would I like to see? Oh no, I'm not getting in the harvester. What would I like to see? That's a really, really good question, actually. Yeah, I think more development around animals.
Yeah. You do like your animals, don't you, to be fair, in the game?
I love animals, but I feel bad sometimes, especially, as I say, I've only been playing on PC for a while, and I felt quite left out as a console player, but I also know that some of the things which are done by modders are very difficult to do on consoles, so
yeah, well, a lot of the limitations aren't even anything. It's Sony and Microsoft who put the limitations on because you can't alter the game like you can essentially alter the game like you can on a PC. So the stuff that involves the scripts. I do think
there are some basic stuff that mods do which would better console. I don't think it would take much.
Well, I'd like to think that. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong, I know nothing in that respect, but I'm sure if it's a mod, then surely there must be a way of being able to add it into the base game so that it becomes base game and not a mod, so that it can be put on PlayStation. So things like, well, dare I say, course play and auto drive, maybe not. I know that when 22 came out, Giants did give us a variant of AI workers, and the ability to send an AI worker with a grain cart, for example, to a sell point, but it just doesn't work anywhere near as effectively and as well as auto drive does. So I do feel for console players in that respect. But
I think AI workers is probably enough of an okay. I never really felt that hard done by the course play and stuff like that, because I was playing the game.
Yeah.
I think for content creators, it is really, really essential to have course play and auto drive. You really need it.
Oh, I couldn't live without it.
Yeah, I know you couldn't.
Really couldn't.
That's part of the way how you create content. I actually still don't use auto drive, and I barely use course play. And I think it's because I am came from a console.
Yeah.
I haven't really adapted my gameplay or anything.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, mate. It really does.
I would. The other day I was recording. I've gone onto the old stream farm. I know it's an old map, but I really like it.
Oh yeah.
I was mowing and I was thinking to myself, why don't I just set up a course play? I was like, nah, I'm having a good time. Sometimes I still play the game out of playing.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily always think about the content. Maybe that's why I don't get you get very high views. So people love your content. It's really good. It's really high quality. It's very watchable.
Well, that's very good. Well, the views are okay, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. You see how far you've come in nearly a year. It's phenomenal.
Thanks, mate. Well, I'm putting the graft in. That's all I can say. I'm trying my best. My poor computer. I'm surprised this thing hasn't caught fire yet. This yesterday I gave myself yesterday off because I haven't stopped doing this for the last week or so. Literally, I've been doing it every single day, and the computer's been on 24 hours a day for the last 2 and a bit weeks.
Mad.
And it's like, yeah. So I figured it needed a day off.
Needed a day off. So, what would you like to see?
What would I like to see? For me, it's a difficult one because I just love the game. I suppose my main bugbear is graphics and visual quality. I'd be happy with this game, but just being able to have super smooth graphics. Don't get me wrong, it looks great. It's okay, but even now, you know, let's have a look now. For example, if I press this button, I'm sitting at 33 frames per second here, right? And it should be at 60.
Yeah.
I say it should be. It's a pretty capable computer. I know it's not quite as robust as your.
I'm at
Savage.
20.
You're at 20. Well, there you go. You've got a selfish PC. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This is. I'm so grateful for you helping me spec this because I didn't have a clue.
Oh well, mate, it's no problem.
I can record, edit, then render and upload to YouTube, and be recording all at the same time. I can do all those 3 processes all at once.
Yeah.
Because this PC, it's insane.
Well, that's it.
So
it's mega.
But I'm still getting that. But isn't that the whoopsie? Isn't that the platform that FARMERSIM have built that makes it? It's complex.
It is.
It's
yes.
ever changing.
Yes, that's the frustration about it. It's not me saying, "Oh, I'd like fancy graphics." It's not out of naivety that I say that. I fully understand that the nature of the game makes it extremely difficult to do that because we have fields where, you know, it's made up of tens of thousands of stalks of barley or wheat or whatever, and it's a very detailed game. I get that, but all I'm saying is, please just make it, just do something, wave a magic wand, and just give me a stable 60 frames per second all day long, even on a 4x map, because, you know, those are the little niggly details that me as a player, that's what I focus on. I love the gameplay. I love I just love the game, the nature of the game, the peacefulness, the tranquility, the relaxing nature of the game. That's perfect for me. I'm sure I could think of other things. I'm trying to think, but I suppose I've got a bit of a.
Yeah, I suppose it's funny that what makes it so unique and fantastic also is its downfall, its limitations.
Yeah.
As far as its ability to perform at that level and that speed.
Yeah. No. You're right. Yeah.
So it's, I suppose, the question is, would you compromise feature function over that? And I bet that's what they have to wrestle with. The developers have to wrestle with.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Because I tell you what, I've been watching some games recently, and Lou sent me one which I sent straight on to you. That.
Oh yeah. What was it called? Was it? I want to say Fort Solace, but that's not what it was called.
Fort Solace. No, that's correct. That's correct. It's based on Mars. And honestly, it's probably the most visually beautiful game I've ever watched.
Yeah.
And my mind was just blown. And I've been sitting there today watching more. And what's quite clever is that the developers are bringing it out in chapters, so you have to wait for the next chapter.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
And I just sit there and I think, this is beautiful.
Is it? I do need to check it out, to be honest.
Beautiful, and oh my goodness, I will try and remember to put a description. The content creator that Lou put me in, showed me, is a guy called Hollow. I think it's got 4.5 million followers. He's fantastic. He's
Oh,
based
wow.
out of Miami.
Okay.
Really nice guy by the seems of it.
Yeah.
Brilliant content creator. And yeah, he said, and he plays all the new games that come out.
Yeah.
Plays everything, even indies. He plays indies as well. So,
okay.
And he said it's the best he's seen. And the storyline, it was like watching something on Netflix. Honestly.
Is it a new game?
It came out. His video was 4 months ago, and he got a pre-release.
Right. Okay.
So I think it's a game which is a. What I'm getting at is Giants as a whole have created their own platform, which now they need to stick to.
Yeah.
And they're never going to get to that level of quality that is available to them.
Yeah. No.
And we have to ask ourselves what would we rather? I suppose. I don't know. What does everyone else think? What's everyone else think?
No, absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to know. Northwest Farming, Team Tyler, good evening, mate. How you doing? Sorry, did see your message there. Howdy. Northwest Farming says, one thing I would like to see, which may not be exactly in-game related, is the chance to sort mods by date. Oh my goodness, yes. Before you enter the map, hopefully you understand what I mean. I absolutely do,
exactly
mate.
What you mean.
Yes, there needs to be a massive overhaul of the mod listings. Mod management, yes, there really does. Nail on head there, mate. Completely agree. But yes, like Red Bull Farmers just said, it has come a long way since I started playing in Farming Simulator 2012. So yes, there is that. Certainly not complaining. I love this game. Absolutely adore it.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
But yeah, obviously with the new one on its way sometime in the next, I don't know, what do we reckon? It's not going to be this year, is it? It's going to be next year.
Should be.
What, this year?
Should be. Yeah. Because it's been 3 years. 22 came out in 21.
Oh, so 25 should come out in 24 by... Is that where we're going with it? Okay.
Yeah. So, FARMERSIM 22 came out in November 2021.
So you reckon November this year then? Give or take a bit?
I do.
Well...
I bet... Well, we're seeing Giant Software are going to be there at Llama.
They are, I know.
They probably won't let anything slip. They'll have tight lips, but it'd be nice to know if we are shooting this year. And they definitely need to let mod makers know.
Oh, yes.
Mod makers are definitely going to need to know, because they need to find out what they're doing.
No, they do. Well, I know I was speaking to Leroy the other day, and I asked him how he was getting on with his map, because he's teaching himself map making and map design and all that stuff. And I asked him how he was getting on, and he said he's actually, for now, he's doing bits in the background for his own knowledge, but he's kind of shelved it because he doesn't want to put so much time and hard work and effort into something for 22, knowing that as soon as he finishes it and go, there you go, everyone's going to go, now it's old news now for FS25. So he's going to wait until he gets a bit more info about maybe the Giants editor that will be required to make maps for 25, which makes sense.
That's something which we're all going to need to think about. As soon as it's announced, us as players of the game, less maps are going to come out, less mods are going to come out.
I know.
So the game development is going to slow right down. So for us content creators, we're not going to have much new stuff to play with for a while.
Although, thinking, if I might be wrong with this, but I'm sure towards the very end of 19, map-wise, I seem to remember we got some of the best maps. There was like a plethora of them that just seemed to just drop one after the other in the last few months of FS19, and it was like, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, but 22's here now. Done.
Yeah.
Scottish Jim, good evening, sir. How you doing?
Hello, Scottish Jim.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining us. Whereabouts in Scotland are you from? I'm from Scotland, from Edinburgh. Whereabouts are you?
So Red Bull says, I agree with you, Mr. Sim Gamer. Even if we as gamers have to pay a little extra, I'm willing to pay the extra as long as we get the upgrades that we expect. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm never averse to paying extra.
A thread count.
For thread count. Always thread count, darling.
On your yacht, your catamaran in the Caribbean.
On my catamaran. Chris, better AI traffic. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, they've actually.
Yes.
If you think about it, on the console, Farming Simulator 23, the Nintendo version, the traffic was able to overtake.
I know, yeah. I'm still gobsmacked by that. I think that's brilliant, and it's annoying how they got overtaking traffic and we didn't. But yes, I second that. Better AI traffic. It annoys me that you can be walking at the side of the road in the grass by a road, and the cars will stop because there's like some invisible barrier that's about 20 feet, between 12 and 20 feet around your character. So it's like, well, you're miles away. You know, it irks me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter, you're going great guns, Mr. Sim Gamer and FARMERSIM. I'm so proud of you both. Well, thank you so much, Peter. It's very sweet.
Thanks, mate. Legend. Ah, you're in Doncaster, but you were born in Glasgow. Scottish Jim. I see. You've come down from up there, and you're back in Doncaster. Nice.
In lovely parts of the world.
But once Red Bull saying, but once FS25 comes, we will all have to switch to theirs. There will definitely be new features that we will have to learn before mod maps start dropping. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Ooh, Violet's asking, what's everyone planning on eating today? Well, it's...
well, my day's almost over, so I'm not planning on eating anything more. Although, my husband did bring me up a Dairy Milk Cadbury chocolate bar, which is the...
I've got two slabs of that in the fridge downstairs. I had to go to the shop before very quickly, but we had chicken fajitas for tea tonight, Violet. If you're interested, mate. Yeah.
I had a pizza because we were going to get a kebab, but the kebab van was so busy.
Yeah.
They weren't taking any more orders, so I ended up getting a little pizza, and it was delicious actually.
Yeah, we were.
Luna Bear says there's a Farming Simulator Kids coming out in spring 24. Yes, there is.
Apparently so, yeah.
There is. They announced that Q4 of last year.
That's right, yeah. It does look pretty cool, to be honest. Like, it's proper kiddified, but it's brilliant that it, you know, it's going to teach the very basics and get very, very young children even remotely interested in mucking around with tractors and combine harvesters. That's pretty cool.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Most kids don't even know how food gets onto their plate nowadays. They just know it comes from a supermarket. So I think Giants doing that is so good, and what a great investment.
Indeed. Samo Simulations. Evening, mate. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Mrs. Sim Gamer.
Ooh.
Hello, darling.
Wow. I just had some proper massive lag then, mate. I had a massive rubber banding session then. Whoa, hang on. Whoa. Stop.
Okay?
Well, I am. Violet has just said she's eating lasagna soup.
What is lasagna soup?
Well, it's I've got to assume it's lasagna that's been thrown through a blender. Lasagna soup. Please tell me that is lasagna that's just been put through a food processor and liquidized. James had done them eating chips.
I think I could actually get on board with that.
A lasagna soup. There's something inherently wrong with that, but also it sounds really quite good.
I could imagine because everyone says chicken soup is the best thing when you're ill. Lasagna soup might top that for me.
Lasagna soup? Well, technically you could soup anything, couldn't you?
Yeah, if you wanted to. I remember, I'm a massive fan of the TV show Below Deck. Have you heard that?
Below Deck?
Below Deck. It's
Never,
again, it's a program which is on HeyYou, which you can get access to on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And it's basically a load of below deck of super yachts. So it follows the staff of super yachters.
That's where you get your craving for your catamaran from, is it?
No, catamarans. No. Yacht, darling, only. But there was one guest, and these guests, as you can imagine, they're multi-millionaires, billionaires.
Yeah.
it's hundreds of thousands to go on these things.
Yeah.
And it's the drama of the staff. But one of the guests had, before they went on, they had surgery on their mouth.
Right.
And bearing in mind, a lot of these chefs are Michelin star level, top notch. I don't know how they do it. One chef serving the food they do, it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
And this one guest, she was a right bee. This is family friendly, so I'm not going to say any bad words.
Yeah.
But you can fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
And she wanted everything, and I mean everything that was cooked, to be put in the food processor,
right,
so that she could drink it.
Okay.
And it could be, let's say, a pasta dish, or it could be lobster or something like that. She wanted everything.
Really?
Put in a food processor. But that's one minor thing that these guests get up to. Watch it. It's a hoot.
Below deck. Right, okay, I'll remember
maybe.
that. Regardless, though, lasagna soup. I'm intrigued more than anything, Violet.
We need a poll.
We need a poll. Yeah.
So Peter says, I'm full from custard donuts and my day's nearly over too. Is this a gamer? Yes, my friend. No.
Yes, Samo, yeah, good Christmas and New Year. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it, mate? How are you getting on? You okay? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Red Bull saying want them
Jeremy
once.
Bush. Good day, mateys.
Hello, mate. How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, Red Bull saying once the new mod maps start dropping, we will just all have to hope that Giants give modders more access to some of the base game and no restrictions that they have to wait 6 months before. Yeah, no, that's if the more tools and apparatus that the modders can have their hands on, then technically the better the maps. And obviously 100%. I know that there was one map in particular that, well, I had to follow suit, didn't I? But there was that the map maker got into a bit of trouble for, or well, everyone kind of I can't think of the word, but like boycotted it because
I remember that.
Yeah,
they stole some. They didn't steal. What did they do again?
It was using
they took stuff.
Yeah,
from the Platinum Edition, didn't they?
Yeah, the Platinum Edition, the stuff that came out with Silver Run. So all like. I've no idea what it was or what it, but basically there was parts of that premium or that platinum expansion that hadn't been, I think, released to modders officially. So technically it was, it was still Giants proprietary stuff and copyright or whatever, I don't know. And they created this map, which was called Azura, I think. And it was based off Hol Mokra. And
which again is naughty.
But before I knew this, and the annoying thing was for me, I was a very, very fresh YouTuber. I'd only just started my channel. I was a few videos in, and I was all giddy and excited. This Azura map came out, and I was like, my jaw dropped to the floor, and I was like, oh my god, my imagination went crazy, and I was like, this is going to be my first survival series, amazing. And I spent a couple of days making an intro to it, all like, dramatic and whatever. And I got really excited. I made the first episode and it was going to be amazing. And then I think it was FSG who'd I think he found out about it, and he put a post up saying, very, very sad to hear, that the map makers of this map have done this, and we can't, obviously rightfully so, we can't condone or support this kind of stuff. And it was like, oh, what? So I had to jump on board. It was like, of course, I'm doing this.
Yeah. I'm doing this to support Giants.
Yeah.
And the growth of Farming Simulator, not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated, isn't it, when things like that happen?
I know. The map we can't mention. Yeah, that's right, Red Bull. Yeah.
Those that we cannot. You can jump out of that, buddy, if you like. I'll jump in.
You sure?
Take it.
Oh,
yep,
okay.
You jump out.
There we go. I'm out. But yeah, because of what happened, I think we started calling it the he who should not be named, obviously after Voldemort, you know, the map that shall not be named.
Map that shall not be named.
Yeah. We don't say his name. Yeah.
Oh my God, I was going to get around that corner then.
Have we a crash counter, Mrs. SG?
That was more of a scrape counter.
A scuff counter.
Just taking a wider turning. Nope, still don't make it. What's the matter with me? That's perfectly earlier.
Samo's saying, been trying to catch a live for a few weeks, mate, so glad I've caught this one. Well, it was great to have you here, mate. Very glad you've been able to spend a few minutes of your Saturday night with us, mate. Lovely stuff. Lee Bevington, good evening.
About my new series as well. Thank you so much, Samo.
Indeed.
I hope you enjoyed the first episode.
Mm.
And we've got a couple here. Rusty Money. Lovely to have you here, Rusty.
Welcome, mate.
Thank you for joining us. Love your channel. If you haven't seen Rusty's content, it's really, really good. Hop on and check out his channel. It's
nice.
Rusty Money, all one word, base gaming.
That shall be done.
Jeremy, doing good, mate. Just staying warm in the southeastern part of Missouri. Oof, it's the temperature.
Nice. Speaking of warm, I feel like I'm cooking here. I'm sure Mrs. FARMERSIM's got our central heating on. It's set to boil mode. Really hot, sitting in front of a PC that's barely been turned off in a couple of weeks. It's pretty warm here.
Keeping up the stink.
Yeah.
Good night, Luna Bear. Good night.
Good night, Luna. Cheers for joining us, mate.
She was up very early, taking a partner to Luton Airport this morning, who's gone to Amsterdam for a few days.
Oh, nice.
Actually, no, she's coming back tomorrow, actually. It's just like a quick flyover.
Okay.
To see one of her friends.
Nice. Very nice.
A meetup.
Oh, Violet's. Do we want the recipe for lasagna soup? So it's not as simple as just taking a lasagna and taking a food processor and putting them together and pressing a button. It's not blended up. No, okay, that's just me being silly, mate, of course. Yeah,
it would be silly to go through the... You wouldn't go through the effort of making a lasagna, then putting it in the food processor.
Yeah, that's it, they take ages to make and prepare and put together and then just go, right, and just stick it in a blender and turn it into soup. Yes, I would love the recipe for lasagna soup, please, Violet. That'd be amazing. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, I want lasagna soup. But now I'm thinking of other things that can be turned into soup. Doner kebab and chips soup.
Now you're pushing that.
Did I ever manage to get a Discord sorted? Not really, mate. No, I'm on Discord. Me and myself and Mrs. SG are talking on Discord right now, because the in-game stuff was. Oh, there you go. There's another thing.
What's that?
The multiplayer talkiness problems we used to have with multiplayer talking. That's why we're on Discord, because it just works.
Yeah.
There you go. That's another thing that can be improved for 25. Yeah. No, I didn't. I haven't got a proper Discord sorted yet, like all the other big guys have got. You know, like with actual stuff in and people actively going there in their spare time and chatting and do it. I haven't got anything like that sorted. Discord is still a dark art to me. It's too colourful. I'm like, I'm still
so much going on.
There is. It's so busy for my old eyes. It's like, when you see the bags under my eyes, they're more like Santa's sacks under my eyes. I'm just,
Santa's sacks. Jeremy Bush, 23 degrees, but feels like... That's Fahrenheit, though, so what would that be in Celsius?
23 degrees Fahrenheit. Isn't that meant to be quite cold?
Yes.
It's 23 degrees.
If you're in Missouri, you will be on Fahrenheit. Jeremy also says, miss playing FS22. My PC went about 9 months ago.
Oh no, did it go to PC heaven? Or did you just get rid of it?
Yeah, is that a PC heaven situation?
Mine's going to be going to PC heaven soon if I don't give it a bit of a break.
Yeah,
it really is.
You have been hitting that thing hard.
It's going to catch fire soon, and I'll be good if it does, because I can't afford to buy another one, and I'll be completely stuck. And these headphones as well, I need to get a new set of headphones, and I just can't do it at the minute. These things are driving me up the wall. Jam donut soup.
No.
Oh dear.
The question is, I don't know about you, I like the texture of food.
Yes.
So when I eat, I actually like...
Yeah. Half of the enjoyment is what it feels like, not just what it tastes like. If everything was just a fluid, it would be a bit boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah, these are the people which I wish I could be, which drink all these shakes and have the perfect nutrition in a shake. I've tried it, I just can't do it. I've tried Huel, I've tried... No, I haven't tried that many. I haven't tried hard enough, probably.
I've had one shake and it was awful, so no.
It just tastes of powder. I don't care that you think it tastes creamy vanilla. It just doesn't. It doesn't taste creamy. It doesn't taste of vanilla. It tastes of powder. So,
I tell you what, I did do that once. I went through a phase. I went out and bought a juicer because I started on the juicing diet, where you literally, where instead of eating pies and pizzas and all things horrible, all things unhealthy, sorry.
Yeah.
I watched it. There was a documentary on Netflix. I can't remember what it was called, but it was a guy. I think he was. I want to say he was Australian, but he might have been American. I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago. But he had quite a rare health condition, and he had been to see many specialists. I think he'd even travelled globally to see specialists about his health condition. There was no real answers, and nobody really knew what to do. Forgive me, I can't remember his symptoms, but I think he had a lot of stomach pains and a lot of rashes and swollenness and this, that and the other, I think. And he basically took it upon himself, and he essentially ate himself healthy. So he was quite a wealthy man, he was a successful businessman, he had a lot of money, so he was able to eat whatever he wanted at his leisure. So he was, takeaways and posh foods in restaurants and stuff every night. Money was no object. But when he started to really feel the negative effects of this swanky lifestyle, and nobody could give him any answers, he essentially turned himself around and he started juicing, essentially, and just basically mixing things like just root vegetables, kale and stuff like this, and ginger, really like superfoods, super vegetables, stuff like ginger and lemon and all this kind of stuff. And he made these juices, and after X amount of time, this mysterious, unknown, unstudied medical issue that he had went, and he turned himself super healthy just by eating himself healthy, basically. And it was a really interesting documentary. I think there ended up being 2 or 3 of them, I think.
If you think about it, the majority of the stuff we put in our body shouldn't be there in the first place.
Yeah.
Like processed food.
Yeah. I know.
It's when we didn't evolve to be able to consume this types of food.
No, we shouldn't be able to touch a couple of buttons on our phone and have a McDonald's arrive at the front door within 35 minutes, because that's what we did night before last and the night before that.
It is dangerous.
And that it is.
I often wonder if we were able to see our insides, would we do things differently? Like,
probably.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't imagine that would be a pleasant sight, let alone a smell.
No.
Ew, ghastly.
Ghastly.
Lee Bebbington, I'd love a link for all your mods, especially the Dominator. If you need this Dominator, Lee, if you're on Discord, mate, look up Mark Thor. He has a Discord page. He's the mod maker of this Dominator. A very, very talented mod maker for this game and the community. He's made some pretty awesome things. Dig out his and join his Discord, mate. You will find it on there. It's recently been updated, and one of the other things that this harvest has been updated with, Mrs. SG, It's quieter. He turned the volume down because it was quite a noisy bugger.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So it's still a loud thing, but it's more bearable.
I like that.
Yes, same. Oh, I'm at 99% now, mate. Where are you? Are you bailing?
I'm bailing, but I'll get in. Put your pipe out.
There we go.
Right, I'm with you.
Okay, good. Do you want to run with me? There we go.
Yeah, I'll run with you.
I'm at... oh, it stopped then.
Oh, sorry. Didn't get there in time.
No, it's alright.
If you get it moving again, I can run with you.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Boom. I'm running at 6 miles an hour.
Lovely, I'll run with you. I got you.
Red Bull's just saying then you have Kim Kardashian, who's just released her first energy drink called Kim A. Are you serious? She actually does that. Goodness me. Everyone's got an energy drink now, haven't they? Monster Energy does it for me though, I love that stuff.
I'm a Red Bull fan, mate.
Red Bull! Yorkshire Dano, good evening sir, how you doing? Wow, Mrs. Sim Gamer, that's I can't see that word there, it's under the heart in the chat.
Take it down. Take him for a drink first. Love that. Get your pipe out.
Yeah. Steady.
I suppose, yeah, if you say it in the right tone of voice, yes, it can sound a little forward.
On a farm.
Like, the good thing is, Yorkshire Dano, he's a cheap date because he only drinks
Council Pop.
Council Pop.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Council Pop was until you told me.
Didn't know what Council Pop was. Honestly.
Peter, it would be good to see our insides.
Oh, I don't know about that. Nobody needs to see my insides. Good lord.
I would hate to see what my arteries look like. But if we know this, we should change, but we don't.
No.
That's with humans.
It's ignorance is bliss and all that.
Maybe too much bliss.
Yes, indeed. Who's off to Lama then? We are Yorkshire Dano. Are you going, mate? Will you be there? I know both myself and Mrs. SG are going on Wednesday. Can't make it on the Thursday. Dog sitting for my father and making videos at the same time, and probably recovering from Thursday because it's going from Wednesday because it's going to be a pretty long day. I'm going to be getting up at about 4:30 in the morning to get to get myself sorted. I've got to feed the dog, then I've got to feed the dog again for his tea and put that in the fridge so that Mrs. FARMERSIM hasn't got to deal with it. Feed the cat, get my stuff prepared, which I'll probably do mostly the day before anyway, but then drive 2 and a bit hours down to Birmingham.
Yeah.
And get parked and charge up my batteries on my GoPro.
Loads of conferences up there, so.
I'll have you.
Yeah.
Nice. Yorkshire Dano, yeah, you're off. You're going on Wednesday, setting off at 5:30. Well, hopefully, mate, we'll see you there. Keep an eye out.
We will definitely see you there.
I'm going to be labelled. Look, there's my thing. Which way do I go? There, got labelled.
And I won't be labelled because I used to go to conferences all the time with logos all over me, so I'm going inconspicuous.
But you'll be stood next to me, who's labelled. So.
This is true. And you're seeing my face now.
And
so.
I'm 6'5", so you can't miss me.
And I'm 5'2".
So you can miss you.
It's my husband. If I bring up another drink.
Lee, not Mark Thor. Mark Thor. THOR. Mark Thor. That's the Discord you want. If I had more than 2 hands.
I will type it for you.
Lee Bebbington. Am I a northern lad, FARMERSIM? Yes, I am, mate. I am a northern lad. I was born and raised in Edinburgh, so I couldn't be more northern. But I live in the Shire now, in Cheshire, north of the Wall, as compared to Mrs. SG.
Yeah, it's definitely north of the Wall. I come up there for a few days, and there is a storm blazing.
I know, yeah.
Thunder, rain.
It was a bit gusty last, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness. Where am I?
Proper northern weather.
But Rusty Gaming is saying it's minus 43 Fahrenheit degrees below zero here.
Minus 43. So that
that's terrible.
That's Fahrenheit, isn't it?
That is Fahrenheit, but it's still cold.
Oh yeah, it's still. I'm not putting it aside. So what's that in our money? What's minus 43 in Celsius?
Can someone do maths for us?
Yes, please. Can't do maths and
hang on, let me
ask Siri. Time.
Hey Siri, what is minus 43 Fahrenheit in Celsius?
I've never used Siri.
Minus 43 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 41.7 degrees Celsius.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, minus 43 Fahrenheit is minus 41 Celsius.
41.7 Celsius to be precise.
So it's so, to put it bluntly, it's still effing cold.
Yeah, I think effing cold would be putting it very politely, actually.
I can't get over that. I thought there was a considerable difference between the readings of Celsius and Fahrenheit, but when you get down to the minus
once you go
figures,
below zero.
But that's mind-numbingly cold. Minus 41. You can't live at minus 41 degrees. And the rest.
I actually just had a shiver up my spine.
I know. The chicken in my freezer's only at minus 19, I think. Oh my god. That's...
I'm trying to think of something really funny then, but it just didn't come to me. Apparently he lives in northeast Nebraska.
Wow.
And state department roads have pretty much all roads closed. It's not good here. Oh, Rusty, I'm so sorry.
Mate.
But I hope that means... Oh, my husband's just come. Thank you so much. Mwah.
What's he bought you now?
Another Southern Comfort and Red Bull. That was my husband, everybody. That's all my side.
That wasn't her husband. That was her butler, Jeeves.
My butler, Jeeves?
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
Yes, James, Mrs. SG is a Southerner. Aren't you, mate?
I am a Southerner, yes.
Southerner.
So I've always lived in the same village. It's called Hadnam in Buckinghamshire. And it's very close to Oxford, 20 minutes from Oxford, which is where I was born. And I could be in London in 45 minutes.
Yeah. Southerner.
Southerner.
Right, mate.
Peter, ouch, minus 43 brass monkey weather. Yes.
Brass monkeys.
Brass monkey.
There we are.
That is exactly how I would describe minus 43.
Yeah, we used to say that back in the day. If it was cold, it was brass monkeys.
Oh, brass monkey out there.
Yeah. Right, now I need to figure out how, in the name of Zeus's beard, do I get over there. Right. And do you know what? I'm gonna carefully. Very good. The field entrance. This one's got a couple of entrances, hasn't it? Although I suppose now, because we've got field 1 and field 2 is now ready to harvest, so the actual correct way to get there is out the farm, down the main road.
Also, I didn't give a hi to what's up. I apologise. I did see your message earlier, and I didn't get round to it. I hope you're well. Thank you for being here.
Indeed. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you're having fun, having a good Saturday evening. Where's my tractor? Oh, you're in my tractor, aren't you? Right.
I am. Sorry, I am in your tractor.
No, please don't apologise. I was just confused as to why I couldn't get in it, and it's because you're in it, so it's all good.
I'm in it.
So I'm just going to.
It says a posh Southerner. Yes, Southerner, my darling.
Yes, with a 2 billion thread count pillowcase.
I was born to be posh, darling, with my little pinky out, drinking my tea and all that.
Whereas I'm full poverty spec.
Poverty spec? Don't be ridiculous.
Well, I am, in comparison.
I'm not. Not at all. I'm not. I was not born rich.
Oh, no.
I was not, and I'm not rich now.
Well. Do I reply?
That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you know what? Just bear with me 2 seconds. These headphones. Okay. the blue light is still blue.
Definitely a middle class. All my dad's side of farmers.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, apart from my dad, he ended up being an engineer.
Yeah.
Aviation engineer, and my mother's side, my grandfather was a hustler. He, out of the war, started his own businesses, a gambling business, he was a milkman.
Yeah.
Owned properties. So.
Nice.
Very middle class, my friend, but still. A spice of posh.
Still with the highest thread count pillowcase you ever did see.
My friend, yes. Always.
Right, I'm going to start taking stuff. I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to go round the road and get ourselves over to fields 1 and 2, I think. I want to say
okay.
2.
Rusty has a question. So, have both of you always played on PC? No, I've always since a child been a PlayStation player. And I bought a very selfish PC earlier this year because of Farming Simulator.
Yep.
I wanted access to all the mods, but now I do 90% of my gaming on the PC.
Yep.
But in recent years, you've been mainly PC, right? FARMERSIM?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I've got several PlayStations actually. I've got one of every PlayStation. I used to be a PlayStation gamer, and then I discovered the world of PCs, and that was it. Then it went downhill from there.
Yeah, unfortunately, PC gaming is just the best.
It is. Well, I only did it. It was. Well, I suppose it wasn't a great way of doing it, but I was involved in a massive car crash. Not my fault. I was a victim to this thing, so I got a buttload of compensation, and that's how I got into PC gaming. Because I was like, right, well,
get something for yourself.
Yeah, I treated myself to a selfish computer, which was amazing at the time. And technically, it's still the same computer. It's the same case, but it's just the innards have been ripped out twice and replaced with new stuff. And even now, I only upgraded the internals last year, and it's already marginal. It's
crying at you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got 64 gig of RAM, so it's got plenty of RAM, and it's got a 12 gig graphics card, and it's an AMD Ryzen 7, so I could do with. I just wish I'd forked out a few more £100 and got a Ryzen 9, and maybe a few more gig behind the graphics card, because then I might not be noticing the occasional micro stuttering and stuff that this game provides. But at the same time, out of interest actually, when you play Mrs. SG, do you sometimes see micro stuttering and like jitteriness occasionally and stuff?
Never.
No, I didn't think you did. Damn it.
No stuttering.
Not fair.
But that was due to you getting me spending like $3.5 grand.
That was, yeah, I was spending your money for you.
We were speccing it out. I was like, you do realise this is already up to $3 grand?
Yes.
And you're like, whoops.
That's right, so get 2 of them just in case the other one breaks.
You legend.
Rusty,
been PlayStation since Super Nintendo. Yes, love the Super Nintendo. But love
Super
a game on
NES.
console, would be lost on PC. I promise you, Rusty, I was dragged to PC. I kicked and screamed my entire way. Didn't want to. Didn't want to do it. Not at all. And
but you did.
Just one day I just bit the bullet.
Yeah.
And I definitely wouldn't look back, which is something I wouldn't say.
Well, our first multiplayer series that we did together was Purbeck, wasn't it? And that was crossplay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it worked, but it was quite frustrating at times because we couldn't have half of the cool stuff that you can have on PC. There was lots of limitations. We couldn't talk to each other on Discord. You had to do it through the normal base game multiplayer voice thing, and it was difficult. Lots of people. I think every video we did, there was always either I was too loud, or you were too loud, or vice versa, or this, that. We never got it just right. And it was like, do you know what? Just get a PC.
Yeah. You were like, just get one, goddammit.
Just get your purse out. No, it wasn't. There was lots of things involved, weren't there? But yeah.
Red Bull says, really, 3,000? What did you spend the spare money left over on your new sheets and drink? You legend.
She spends twice that on sheets and pillowcases, mate.
Red Bull knows me. He knows me. Peter, I was born in Newcastle, moved to Milton Keynes in 1978 when I was 9 for my dad for work, and lived there 35 years and moved to Alnwick. Or Milton Keynes.
Alnwick.
It's about 45 minutes from me.
Alnwick. Alnwick.
What? A-L?
A-L-N-W-I-C-K. Alnwick.
Is that a northern place?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I can't pronounce it.
Kind of northeastish. Okay, take care, Lee. Cheers, mate. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Good to have you, Lee. And I did see, Lee, you mentioned that you have family in Oxford, which is very cool.
Ah.
I did read that in the... you live near or London, it's impossible not to be rich. This is the thing, isn't it? You kind of have to have quite a lot of money to live here, but you spend so much that you're not really seeing, you know, me and my husband earn way above minimum wage, but we don't see it, and you certainly don't feel it because of where we live. Yeah. So that's it's a strange thing when you live in stupid areas like this. It's lovely, but yeah, it always makes me think. I have thought about moving, but my parents live down the road. I love them dearly. I can't even think about being away from them.
Yeah, that's it. You've got everything you need down there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Red Bull, my PC came in 6,000, but it's perfect. But I know in 2 years I'll need updates. Oh, 6,000.
£6,000.
I think mine.
Wow.
Yeah, I think mine ended up being 3,600, and I definitely could have spent more.
Jesus. Oh my word. Crash couch which was bashed into a telegraph pole. £6,000 on a PC. That's mega. Wow.
You must have an incredible PC.
Yeah. Jealous much? I want a £6,000 PC.
I just can't imagine the day like going somewhere and just saying like bloop, bloop, £6,000 on a PC.
Oh, I can. That's like dream nerd out thing for me. That'd be amazing. I could, yeah.
Lee, of course, I'm only jesting with my comments. Please don't think I'm a knobhead. You are definitely not a knobhead, Lee. We appreciate you being here.
Absolutely, mate. Sam, your videos were
I'm a middle class, but got two 3.5 pieces. I don't have two. I just have the one. No, don't be
yeah,
silly.
£6,000 will get you a decent car. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, mate. Right,
it's funny, isn't it? The world is not relative, because it's not like I could stop working now.
Yeah.
I have to work every day of my life still, and I'd probably even if I was a millionaire, which is always a dream, of course, I think I'd still work because I would get bored.
I'd definitely do this. Even if I won the lottery tomorrow, I'd carry on doing this without a shadow of a hesitation. It would be all I'd do is I'd create the most ridiculous man cave that you could ever possibly conceive.
Dream of.
Yeah. It would be amazing.
It would be, wouldn't it?
I need to buy a lottery ticket though in order to win the lottery, so
yeah, this is true. Cost of living is so cheap up here, it's unreal. Really? Oh, maybe Maybe I need to move up north.
Who says it's cheap? Where? What? Cost of living's cheap where? Is this up in Alnwick? Because it's not cheap down here. In the Shire.
You live in Cheshire. You live in Cheshire. That's not a cheap place to live, my friend.
Well, I suppose.
That is not. That's like... Don't all the housewives and all that live around there?
In parts of it, though, yeah. But that's like Wilmslow. You know, wherever.
Yeah, I know, but it's still the postcodes, isn't it?
Yep.
That's the thing.
Well, I think it's like any place. There's every area of the United Kingdom has got, I suppose, what it terms as posh places and not so posh places, and I don't know. It's one of them, innit?
I'm just going to sell our cheese because I really don't want it sitting out in the warm. Is that weird?
Mouldy cheese. No, sell it by all means. Yeah, that was just something that came into my head earlier on when I was setting this map up. It was like, instead of just selling the milk, stick it in the productions and get some cheese. Yeah. Thank you, Samo. That's really kind, mate. He says that my videos were definitely a driving force for me to switch to PC from Xbox, and it's my fault. Happy to shoulder that blame, mate.
FARMERSIM, it's your fault that I'm in one, so...
Oh, I'm double trouble then, aren't I?
You are single-handedly spending other people's money.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. Thank you, Samo. He's just saying I inspired him to make FS content too. Well, that's awesome, mate.
That is so sweet. I love that.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's lovely, that. Lee Bebbington's saying, FARMERSIM, with your issues with your graphics card, if you haven't already, download GeForce and install the latest driver. Oh, no, it's a... I'm...
You're an AMD, aren't you?
I'm an AMD graphics card, and it's... oh, yeah, I all the drivers are fine and stuff. The computer's completely up to date. It's just the nature of the game itself. This computer will run... well, the last time I played it, I ran Cyberpunk 2077. It'll run that at about 275 frames a second, solid, all day long, without breaking a sweat. Farm Simulator, it'll do court farms. What are we on now? 46, 47, 48, hovering around. When I'm on my other court farm series, it sits at a relatively healthy 60 frames most of the time, maybe dropping to late 50s. Obviously, for some reason on here at the minute, you get different. It depends where you're facing as well. Like there, if I turn there, I'm at 58 because you're facing the edge of the map. As soon as you face the centre of the map, and it starts rendering all the guff down the map, you know, like 30 frames a second now. Yeah, the game isn't necessarily optimised that well, but it's because of the game. It's because of the nature of the game, and it's a entirely custom game engine that Giants built themselves. It's not running the Unreal Engine or anything like that. It's and I don't think Unreal Engine would work very well for Farm Simulator because of the nature of the game. Anyway, yeah,
That's that. Red Bull says I should just take the family with me and put them in the summer house at the bottom of the garden. That is a dream.
Violet's saying, dang it, now I want Havarti cheese. What's Havarti cheese?
Where did that come from?
I think because you picked up our cheese.
Oh! Violet's getting weird cravings.
You like cheese? Havarti cheese. That sounds nice. Yeah.
City of Donuts, Sammy Simulations. What? Oh, Milkins, yeah. Roundabouts. I get you now. I'm on the same level of wavelength. Lee says, what's he talking about? Issues. Ah, yeah. Yeah, yours is just Farm Sim is it's hard on PCs, isn't it?
It is. Yes, it is. It can be very hard on PCs. And it's just sod's law that's the game I've kind of fallen in love with over the last couple of years and started doing YouTube with and want to make content with, and every day go, oh, I wish I just had just that extra bit of something in the computer just to make it a bit more, you know, give it a bit more oomph, but we'll get there. Danish cheese, is that what that is, Tyler? Okay, thanks, mate. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. So...
I love cheese.
Yeah. Do like crackers and cheese snacking at night. Yum.
I tell you one thing I really love is plum chutney.
Plum chutney?
Cheese. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Incredible.
That does sound nice.
Changes your life.
It's that good.
It's that good.
Nice. Sounds good.
There's a lot going on in your chat, my friend.
There's a lot going on in my chat.
Oh, I think we're keeping up. Lots of good chat tonight, guys. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
It is awesome, this. I must admit, I love these live stream things. It's way cool. Just being able to sit here and chat with you, farm a field, chat with everybody else in the chat. It's just... This is still a new thing to me, this. Well, you know, up to you, I suppose. You've done a couple more than I have, haven't you? But it's still like, oh, Saturday night we're going to do a live stream. It's dead exciting. There's like a plan for it. And come 7 o'clock, I'm kind of like, come on, come on.
Yeah, you're always eager beaver, aren't you? You're always on before me.
I know. Well, I hate the idea of something going wrong. I still have still an element of nerves to it. So it's like, you know, I hate the idea of me turning my computer on and something not working and it taking 2.5 hours
Forever.
to fix and be like, sorry everyone, my computer just decided to catch fire.
Yeah. Thankfully, you send me during the week. I always get a load of mods sent over.
Yeah.
So I check those.
Update this. Swap that. Do that.
Yeah, you do most of the heavy lifting, which I'm very appreciative of.
It's no problem, mate. Well, I'm always behind my bloody computer. That's why.
I am as well, just not always in FARMERSIM capacity.
No, I suppose.
Work mode.
Yeah. Ooh.
Majestic Bear. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I've been lurking. I'm playing Skyrim and listening to you guys talk. No, I love Skyrim.
Mrs. FARMERSIM plays Skyrim. She loves that game. Absolutely loves it. She's. Are you on Elder Scrolls? Is it? Which one's which now? Because there's Skyrim and there's Elder Scrolls, isn't there? Even though they're both called Elder Scrolls. Am I right? Is that right? Am I wrong?
I think so.
What, that I'm wrong?
No, I think you're right. Rusty says, a great chat room makes for an amazing live stream, or
you're absolutely
agree. It sounds so cheesy. Going back to the cheese conversation.
Cheese.
But you guys definitely do make the live streams. It's not us.
No, you absolutely do. You absolutely do. Especially when Massey just said, had pulled pork hog roast with stuffing and apple sauce in a brioche bun.
Oh,
God damn.
Stop it.
I know, that's just not fair, because I can't.
That's heaven.
It wouldn't be a very good live stream if I just went, right, I'm off now, see you. Going downstairs to go and chow down after everyone's making me hungry. Thank you, Samo. Very much, mate. Really glad you enjoyed the streams, mate. Happy to entertain you for a couple of hours on a Saturday.
Absolutely. Stephen says, when are you doing the next old stream? This is Gamer. I've actually got 2 pre-recorded. And I just don't remember when I've scheduled them, but they will be coming out.
Oh, that's of course, you've got a new series on Old Stream Farm now, haven't you?
I've done, so I'm still doing Bucks County.
Yeah.
But, I really like a Start From Scratch series.
Yeah.
Which Bucks County just isn't. So, and I looked at the most popular maps, and Old Stream is one of the most downloaded maps of FS22.
Is it?
So, so I thought, you know what, I'll give that a go, and I really like it. It's got a really nice feel to it.
You're doing a start from scratch?
It's a start from scratch,
nice.
Yeah. I don't have a farm. I've just got a bag, and I'm renting a house, and I've got a truck.
You've got a bag and a truck. That's mega.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
I've not actually seen a lot of Old Stream Farm, actually, funnily enough. Need to
I
have
think
a look at it.
Daggerwin did a series on it.
Well, I'm going to be watching yours at some point ASAP, mate. So
I'm loving your new series though.
Tahitian.
Tahitian.
What a map!
Iowa, isn't it?
Yes, I've got a real soft spot for a massive American map.
I know you do. You love your big maps, big fields, don't you?
Yeah, and that's even more of a reason why I need a beefier computer because, yeah, running a 4x map is literally 4 times harder than running a 1 times map. So, yeah, need more computer.
We need to start a fund.
A fund?
FARMERSIM's beefy computer fund. We're going to call it the McBeef.
Mrs. FARMERSIM will kick my head in though, because I've only just, like I said, I'm still paying for this one essentially, or the guts of this one anyway. I spent a lot of money on it, you know, but not enough, it would seem.
Stupid, isn't it? World's gone crazy. Well, when we see Giants on Wednesday, we're going to say, you guys cost us a fortune.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'd have chosen to make videos for Cyberpunk, I'd be fine, but I've chosen to make videos for a cornfield instead, and my computer can't handle it.
With us.
Yeah.
Life would be so much easier elsewhere.
I know, yeah. Having fried shrimp in Creole seasoning with mixed veggies tomorrow, says Violet.
Ooh.
I'm afraid you can keep your shrimps and your prawns. I've never ever enjoyed anything fishy, anything that's ever swam in the sea. That's one of the only things I can't eat it. I have an aversion to fish.
I just can't. It's the smell.
The seasoning does sound good though.
Yeah, that does sound good.
With the mixed veggies. I'd just throw a pie on there instead.
You would have fish with the side of pie.
Well, I'd have the mixed veggies with
the
side
of pie.
Pie with a side of pie. That sounds good. Double pie, pie squared. Yes, that.
Pie squared is your food choice.
And I'm not talking about 3.14. I'm talking about meat and potato, stroke minced beef and onion, or steak and ale.
I'm a chicken and leek girl, May.
Ooh, could do it.
Although I do like steak in my pie, but I'm a sucker for leeks. Right, I've got a couple of things. In answer to your question, it's Elder Scroll 4 Skyrim, my favourite game ever, second to FARMERSIM. Peter says you guys are fantastic hosts and fantastic farm community chat room. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Majestic Bear also says Elder Scroll 5. I'm sorry, big thumbs up. Lol, I'm texting on my phone. No worries. Samo, I did leave a comment, Mrs. SG, if you want to earn a little bit less on contracts. Yes, you did actually. I promised to get back to my comments. You probably won't believe me. I have spent the majority of today in bed. And I was going to reply to all my comments today, and I haven't yet, so I will get around to that tomorrow. But changing the bail delivery settings is a good idea for that game.
Bail delivery settings?
I did a contract on my old stream farm, and I know it sounds ridiculous, I earned too much money.
What? Well, can you give some to me so I can buy a new goddamn computer?
Well, I have it on hard mode.
Yeah.
And I still earned 34,000.
Oh, and because it's a survival, you didn't want to go.
Survival. I'm not labeling this as a survival. It's just a start from scratch hard.
Yeah.
Mode. It's not. I'm definitely not going into doing a survival. I probably won't do another survival until the new FARMERSIM comes out. I'm not sure. Unless there's a really good map.
I must admit, if we're reminding me of my first attempt at a survival series, when I did Holmokra.
Yeah.
And in episode 3, I was buying a $400,000 tractor.
You were.
And a truck, and I was buying it because I chopped down about 1,000 trees, and it was like...
You did work hard for it.
Oh, I did, yeah.
I think I nailed it with Hinterland.
Yes, yeah, you did.
And it's a shame because Hinterland's series was on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I haven't really set it back up on the PC, and I just don't... It's all time for me.
Yeah.
It's just having work, the channel, and also trying to do other things as well.
It is a lot to do, let's be honest. Yes, I know. I must admit I can completely relate to that, mate. I know that I've been... Life just gets in the way at the minute. I can relate to that. I've just been wanting to pump out content at the minute, and it's like, it frustrates me when I've got to get up and go and do something in real life. It's like, I've not got time, I've got to do this, and blah, 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 and it's like, yes, you have.
Adulting.
Gets
in the way.
Yes, it does. God damn it. Chris B, yes, you're absolutely right, mate. The problem is that PC parts are out of date as soon as they hit the shelves. Yeah, it is frustrating. It really is. But that's one of the things. When we were speccing your computer, and it's the same. It's what I did for me as well. But is the term future-proofing. That's why we spent so much money, because the last thing you want to do is in a year's time find yourself going, oh well, I should have really spent a couple of £100 more and future-proof the computer. So your computer now, the spec of your computer, that will see you right for a good few years before you start going, oh, it's a bit slow, because it's never going to be slow. Let's be honest. You could hack the planet with that thing. Hackers reference, anyone of an age who's seen Hackers. Have you seen Hackers? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say hack the planet?
No.
Oh, disappointing.
Sounds like something I would like. Is it a TV show?
It's a film.
Is it?
Angelina Jolie. Yeah, it's from the early 2000s. About computer hackers. It's amazing. It's one of the greatest films ever made. And for anyone...
Well, that's a statement coming from you.
Well, the problem is I say that about just about any film that I enjoy. But yeah, Hackers is an awesome film.
Alright, I'll get on that.
Yeah. Stephen Garvin, hello mate. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you're okay.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Indeed, it certainly is. Yeah, we're having a good night, mate. We've got a bit of harvesting done today. We've actually done quite well, haven't we, mate? To be honest.
Yeah, we've been... Well, this is our fourth field.
What am I doing here? Have we done all of our fields? Or have I just gone off on my own tangent? And...
You've just dropped off...
Oh my god.
What's wrong? I'm looking at your screen right now.
I've just taken the trailer back to the farm thinking we were all done. And we're not all done. Because there's a whole field.
Yes, there is an entire field
You
still
absolute dingbat. It is. But, actually thinking about it, we're at 1 hour 52 now. So maybe now isn't the time to start another fresh harvest. Thinking about it.
That's true.
There is that, isn't there? Maybe we should save the next harvest for the next episode. But I still need to drive back. Do you know what? I'm losing my mind now. I'm still driving back to pick up the harvest header trailer. No, in fact, actually.
Can't they just stay out in the fields?
Yeah, they can. See what happens when you try and think and do more things, more than one thing at once. My head turns into potato. I start making no sense. And there's a perfectly viable field access point right there.
There is.
Goodness me.
Right here.
What's my favourite German car, Massey? Well, I don't know. That's a question. My favourite German car would probably be... Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I've owned loads of Audis. So,
yeah.
I would probably have to say them.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It'd be an RS4, a 2006, 2007 RS4 Avant. Yes, very much so. Hello, mate. What a busy episode we've had. That's awesome. Yeah.
Thought we may as well get the baling done at the same time, rather than me just
No, I know.
Driving around in circles with you.
No, I know. I can't believe we've got so much done. We've how many? Hang on, I've got to jump into the menu here. One,
Yeah,
two.
should we go fly?
We've harvested 4 fields, and baled the straw, and tipped everything into the silo. That's not
decent.
That's not bad going, mate. Where have you gone? Have you just gone into full
I'm gonna
iron?
fly and have a quick look.
You've gone into Iron Man. I just pressed a button and went into the menus. You've gone into full Iron Man mode, haven't you?
Yeah, I thought I may as well have a fly.
Why
not? This one here, I think, is one of our biggest fields, isn't it?
Linseed, yeah.
Field 2.
5.66 acres, according to the information. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to keep us busy. Then we've got these little 3.
That's right, yeah. We've got the 3 strips of wheat, haven't we, that we kind of cobbled together once.
Well, I've missed some pieces on this field over here. Field 4. Cool. Jeez, that looks spotty up here. I shouldn't have come up here. I'm looking at all my mistakes.
You can be let off, I think, mate. It's been a good episode. It really has.
There's a lot of bales there, buddy. I think we've got enough. The thing is, though, we don't really have that much need for all this straw unless we end up getting pigs again.
Well, no, you got a point. We may as well. I mean, we're doing well financially. We're at just under 230,000 pounds, so we could. And we've also got the field full of silage bales that I started to load onto the flatbed a while ago. So we've got come the next episode. We'll have this field to harvest. We'll have a lot of. I think there's about 50 odd silage bales to sell. We'll have a whole host of these straw bales to potentially sell. I think we're doing all right, mate.
These are all fermented, actually. They're ready to go.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So, just thinking about it, if I go into the money menu... No, we haven't got a loan. Oh, brilliant. So, what we could actually probably do is maybe invest it into a bit more land, perhaps.
Yeah, I love the sound of that. And we also have all this loose silage as well that's still in the...
Yeah.
275,000.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been using to feed the cows. That's what keeps the cows going. So we've got plenty of hay still, and we've got plenty of silage. So as far as feeding the cows are concerned, for the distant future, we're absolutely fine, thanks to our very first corn harvest.
Yeah, that was corn, wasn't it? So
yeah.
Should we do a tally of what's in the silo?
Oh, yes, we can do that.
I'll walk away from it for a second.
Oh, well, you've got the time-saving stock check menu. So we've got 17,317 litres of wheat. We got 58,686 litres of barley. 11,561 litres of oat. 26,487 of canola. We already had the sorghum. And I think that was that, mate.
Yeah.
But
I think...
Yeah.
We can use the canola to make oil.
Yeah.
And then barley, oat, and wheat we can turn into flour.
Yeah.
Which then turns into bread.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're just keeping the sorghum for the ducks and chickens, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And that will probably be enough to get them through. They're not really eating that much.
No, I know, yeah, the chickens are eating quite a bit, but the ducks don't seem to be, which is a bit odd.
Yeah.
Violet's suggesting we could buy a dairy cheese factory. Well, in fact, let me. I'll show.
Idea.
Well, we don't need to. We've got this. What we've got here, Violet, is Omatana's farm production system, and this we can get cheese out of this. So if I go into the main menu, where's the production menu now? So this one here, this farm production. This is what it does. It does everything pretty much. It's an amazing mod. So we get milk from the cows. So I can put milk. We can tip milk in here. It uses 3 litres of milk, and you get 2 litres of cheese back. For the butter, you can
also make butter, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I looked at that as well, but purely based on a money side of things, cheese is more valuable. So
interesting. I suppose butter is more of a byproduct.
Yeah.
The cake.
Yeah, I went with it.
We're not producing sugar, are we? So it's not like we can make the cakes.
No, that's it. Yeah, but I just thought because butter was more valuable, we'll just because there was only about 12 or 13,000 litres of milk that I took from the cow tank and tipped it in there. So I thought, well, let's just have a go at the cheese, and that's what you've just sold, didn't you? What did you get for it actually? Can you remember?
Oh gosh, I tell you what, I didn't even look.
No,
No,
it's all right. You can have a look in here. Where are we? Sold. It's usually under harvest income. Nope. Where are we?
It'd be sold products.
2,481 quid we got for that cheese.
It's decent. I'll tell you what we could do is get one of those open gardens.
Could do.
It's under conservatories. And we can just put sugar beet in there and make sugar and then make cake with all the components that we're making.
You say just put sugar beet in there, but to get sugar beet in there, you've got to plant it and harvest it. And to harvest it, you need a whole
not in the open gardens. I'm
forgive
talking
me.
About...
Sorry.
I'm talking in the greenhouse.
It's the mod that Scroft had on his No Man's Land thing. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. If we just had a couple of those activated sugar beet, that'll be enough to probably keep us going. We've already got the strawberries. We're making the flour. We can make butter.
Yeah.
We're getting the eggs.
We're self-sufficient,
mate.
perfect. That's what we are. Self-sufficient.
Well, that was the whole idea of this map, right? We wanted to make products to sell in our shops.
Absolutely.
So that would be the final step. But I do agree with you. I'm not keen on the idea of putting sugar beet in the ground.
Yeah, I think we were brave enough doing potatoes. Which, speaking of potatoes, actually, where are we up to with there? They can't be too far away. Yeah,
I reckon they're going to be ready next month.
Yeah, next month. So we've got. So next episode, which hopefully will be same time, same place, next Saturday night, we've got 3 strips of wheat, I think. That's wheat. We've got a field of linseed, and then we can muck around with the bales. We can get the bales sorted, make a bit of money from all of that. We can certainly have a look at these open-air garden things and maybe place a couple of those down before the next episode and see what magic we can make from that. That's an awesome idea.
I'm not sure where we're going to put them unless we start taking up some room.
I'll find somewhere, don't you worry. I love that bit. I love doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that is your favourite, isn't it? Hey. And I think we've got plenty of strawberries over here.
Yeah, I think we're probably overdue for a pallet
we
sell
a bit
session.
Of clear out for sure.
Yes, that's right, Violet. We're eco-friendly. That's really we are. We're eco-friendly. That's what modern day farming should be.
Modern day farming, being self-sufficient. I mean, if we were truly self-sufficient, we'd be making our own. We'll be using our own fertilizer and things like that, which would be quite cool to do. Make our own lime. Yeah. But we don't have stones on this map, do we?
We don't have stones turned on because they're a pain in the neck. That's why.
So we're not fully self-sufficient.
Yes,
but
I know.
Quite close to, aren't we?
Almost, yes.
Almost self-sufficient.
Come down from there, you.
I know, I like the flying bit.
I know, yeah. Crazy.
So what else is everybody saying? Mojo Gaming Scam Hunters? You. Nice to have you here.
Indeed.
Not seen you here before.
You're very welcome, Red Bull Farmer. You're very welcome. Hope you've enjoyed the last couple of hours with us, mate. Hope it's been alright. As my forgive me, sorry, I'm going into nerd mode again. I've just glanced over at my OBS and it says I've had 274 dropped frames. Has mine been looking? Because I know yours is fine with your super turbo internet and all that.
Mine's fine.
YouTube over here says excellent connection. It's green over here, but it says I've dropped 274 frames. Has mine been looking all right, or has any of you noticed any visual buggery with my feed? Has it looked all right, or just let me know, because these things matter to me. Anyway, mate, awesome.
Peter's saying can't wait for the next one.
Thank you, mate.
Crispy, thank you both for a great stream. Loving every minute. Thank you so much.
Thank you, yes, to all of you for joining us. Thank you very much for your time. Red Bull says the stream has been fine all night. That's good stuff. Mrs. Gamer, you flying makes me think of Doctor Strange. Oh, I love a bit of
Doctor
Marvel.
Strange.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm overdue for a Marvel movie mission. I'm not done a Marvel-a-thon for a very long. I've actually there's a new series actually. There's one called Echo which features.
Echo looks amazing.
Yeah, it's got Wilson Fisk in it out of Daredevil, and it's got Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. He's in it as well. it seems.
Oh, don't get me started. I love Jeremy Renner. When he nearly died in real life, my heart sank.
I know, yeah, he was very lucky. He was very lucky indeed, actually, wasn't he?
Very lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky. Samo, cheers to you both. Great stream. Glad I caught it. Hopefully to catch them all live from now on. I hope so too, my friend.
Yes, hope so. Well, I know that we've got next week. We haven't got very far forward in our schedule, but I know next week we're doing another live one, aren't we? Next Saturday, and then
we are.
You're away in America, aren't you, for a couple of weeks? Is it?
2 Saturdays. So we're going to try and record 2, aren't we?
Yeah, we will try.
So
we will do our best.
We'll do our very best.
Yeah.
But yeah, next Saturday we'll be here, same time, same place.
Yes. Northwest Farming's just said, I'm going to watch Hackers. 1995, that's it, yes.
No way,
yeah.
95!
Oh, mate, I can't believe you've never... It's A, for a start...
I was 6 when that came out.
Well, fair enough, you can be forgiven for not watching it. But A, it's got one of the best soundtracks, because it's got stereo MCs in the soundtrack, it's got Prodigy... There's so much cool music in it. I love a movie with good music. Oh yeah, but Hackers at the time it was a massive movie at the time, and it was one of Johnny Lee Miller. He was the main. You know, Johnny Lee Miller played Sick Boy in Trainspotting. Have you seen Trainspotting? That's too young for you as well, isn't it? Too old for you as well, isn't it? Johnny Lee Miller. Oh, what else has he been in? Everybody knows he's God damn it. He's Trainspotting. Johnny Lee Miller. If you see him, you'll know him. He played Sherlock in a TV show. He's been in so many things. If you Google him, you'll know who I mean. Anyway,
Googling now.
Hackers, amazing film.
Johnny Lee Miller.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Go on, please prove me right, and that you'll look at him and go, "Oh yeah, him," or you'll turn around.
Oh yeah, no, I do know him.
Yay!
Yeah.
Winning.
Dracula, Mind Hunters.
Yeah. Right, him and Angelina Jolie were the 2 main characters in Hackers, and Matthew Lillard.
Oh, he was in Dexter.
Yeah,
I think that's where I've seen him.
Yeah, you know Matthew Lillard, he was in the Scooby-Doo film. He played what's his face in Scooby-Doo. You'll know Matthew Lillard as well. Anyway, sorry, we're going on about the details of a very old film. But yeah, Northwest Farming, nice one, mate. Get it watched. It's amazing. Awesome if you like computer stuff. Especially old computer stuff before, when they're like boasting about their computers in the film. And it's like, you know, nowadays, it's like that wouldn't even turn on. And nowadays, like, yeah, it's got 256 meg of RAM. And it's like, really? That couldn't power a toaster, you know, nowadays. But back in the day, that was, you know, premium stuff. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's mega.
I've had the best time. Thank you, FARMERSIM.
No, Mr. Sim Game, thank you. As always, it's an awesome few hours, mate. Good fun, good laughs. Thank you to all of you for joining us, for being part of our live stream tonight. Thank you to Violet, Andreas, Red Bull Farmer for all your chat, Massey, Mojo Gaming, Scam Hunters, Northwest Farming for finding Hackers, good man. To all of you who are further up the chat and I can't see your names, thank you so much for joining us.
And most importantly as well, replay crew, we appreciate you as well.
Absolutely, yes. If you are watching,
and I hope that you manage to catch us one time in the future, but we also appreciate you, and make sure to comment below. Let us know. Chat along with us. We'll catch up with you. We'll catch up with you.
We will. So, thanks again, and hopefully we shall see you all next Saturday as well. But in between now and then, have a wonderful week. Have a great time. Look after yourselves. And yeah, see you next weekend.
See you next weekend.
Cheers,
Bye
guys.
now, everybody.
Take care. Bye. Bye.